if you're in the market to buy an SUV and you're looking for a German badge and you've got a bag with 40 lakhs worth of cash, then this is where you start with the BMW X1. Welcome to BBC Top Gear India magazine, guys, and we're just getting rebooted, so do like, share and subscribe. While I tell you about the new X1, let's start with the exteriors. Now the grille is new, of course. It's got the new kidney grille with BMW is so known for. But if I tell you, you won't understand what I'm talking about. So we've got the old X1 just next to it. So guys, this is the old X1 and this is the new X1.
Now putting the car side by side with the older X1, you notice the grille is now bigger and more in your face. It's a singular unit and definitely looks more angular than the previous generation. We also have these new X5 inspired LED elements in the headlamps, and I think it adds to the overall muscular front. No changes to the side profile, and although we would have loved a newer design, the side profile remains functional. Now moving to the rear, you notice the slightly bigger LED tail lamps with a lot of attention on the lighting effect that it throws. Other noticeable changes includes addition of the panoramic sunroof, which is a very welcome addition to the dynamic SUV. The engine is the reason why the X1 received this facelift. Yes, it is now BS6 compliant, and although the power output remains the same, we are driving the X-Drive 20 X-Line equipped with 2-liter diesel engine churning out 140 bhp and 400 Nm of torque.
So these are the bumpers of the old and the new X1. The new one looks more aggressive and dynamic, but if I don't tell you the difference, I don't think you can spot it. Somehow I feel the new one looks much better, but you can still like the old one. So let's check out the boot space. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't come with the auto tailgate. Of course, at this price, you don't get the auto tailgate feature, but you get a good boot space. It's decent enough. You can pack in a good number of bags, and since it has a decent height, you can pack 2 bags and go for a short trek. Now, this also comes with a spare wheel, which is not the full size spare wheel, but decent enough. This is the rear, guys. This is where the difference is. The tail light is more signature type, and there's one big difference of this. Do you see this is more bigger now? So that's the difference, guys. So from the rear, BMW guys were just lazy. They didn't change anything, to be honest with you. Now let's check the back seat, because that's where a lot of people will be sitting and see the comfort. So let's check out the back seat, guys. Now it's comfortable. You can also fold your leg. It's pretty decent for the back seat for X1, which is not a big car. It's very comfortable when I have someone like Roshan sitting. But when I have someone like Gaurav sitting, it's not very comfortable. You can see we are fighting for space and I'm thrown up. So the back seat, you can see, guys, is good for 2 regular people, very comfortable, and Gaurav has just put on some weight, otherwise we are good. The interior of the new X1 feels very premium. It's got the leather feel to it, it's got very nice stitching, and the infotainment system is bigger. It's much wider large screen. This is the piano finish dash in your front. The gear knob is the standard, which looks neat, and somehow you feel very nice to hold it. It's got a CarPlay, so you have the connected drive system. It's the only BS6 German SUV available today with the badge value. The next one is the XC40, but it only comes in petrol. While we wait for Audi to launch its Q3 and the Mercedes to launch its A-Class, this is the only car right now and doesn't compete with anything in its segment. It's got the Apple CarPlay. It still doesn't have the Android CarPlay. It feels peppy when you're, especially on the sports mode. It doesn't disappoint. Like, even the pickup is very nice, and it corners very far, very well. If I have to beat the old X1, which is next to me, I beat them very well. Let's see how the feature of the phone. I'm already connected to the phone right now, and how the voice conversation quality would be. I'm going to call Roshan right now. So Roshan, how far are we from the destination?
We are about 50 minutes away from the destination.
Okay. So that's it, guys. This is how it feels when you talk. It's a the systems are very good to, you don't really have to shout or scream to talk, but it's very well connected. To differentiate between good, better and best, you have to continuously update yourself, and that's what BMW has done with the X1. The 2020 model is the updated facelift from BMW, And X1 has been the highest selling car from BMW. It's a good starting point at about 35.9 lakhs, 0.9 lakhs and goes up to 45 lakhs. You get the N Sport, which is about 42.9 lakhs. The engine specs are same. Now, while you are going to consider the X1 and the segment that you are considering, you have to take a hard look at the XC40, because I think both of them are BS6 equivalent cars and both of them are great value for money. X1 definitely is a good starting point, but XC40 is something that you can also consider. And I'll leave you with this thought, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because we have much more coming.